Let it all sink in. Big ball of brain. Do what you want to do. Old Brown, too. I'm back. Ain't nothing better than my boys. Who better than my boys? Hmm? Who better than my boys? Ain't nobody better than my boys. Ha ha ha. They try to tell you somebody better than my boys. They lie. Ain't nobody better than Lonzo. Don't worry about my boy shoot. My boy know how to shoot. My boy gonna shoot. What you talking about, Shot Shaw? See, your grandmama raised you. We ain't raised to be scared. I ain't raised Lonzo to be scared of nobody. Ha 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 ha. LaVar Ball was back on Undisputed, and they needed him. Because these shows have been scarce of late. All you've been hearing on Undisputed lately has been a whole bunch of Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James put a post on Instagram talking about a logo to a sign. Let's talk 28 minutes about that. Then let's talk 28 minutes about this. It's like so scarce to try to make a show these days on Undisputed. When they have their bad nights, they have their bad nights. They need information badly. What's up, Michelle's daughter? Oh yeah, it's called Now We Getting To It. Straight up. Straight up. Well, here's the situation. And I want people to be very clear with this. Well, LeVar Ball today, what he did was reveal a plan that he worked on with Magic Johnson, with Rob Pelinka being in the room. It was a discussion. That was in place that not only was all three boys supposed to come to the Los Angeles Lakers, that at some point all three boys would start on the Lakers and would be the franchise once LeBron James was gone. Thanks, Andre. You came over in here and hit the like button. I appreciate that. He also brought up and hit the fact that the Lakers and Rob believed that this was the angle to go. LeBron was going to be there for 4 years. They were going to get a couple of championships, and it was going to build Lonzo's stock all the way up. They said a couple. And they said, we're going to get all the three ball boys, and it was going to go wonderful. We'll get Melo, then we'll get Jello. They're going to get Jello and Melo. Then all three balls will be on the same team in Los Angeles. And once Jello didn't get drafted, Lonzo was pissed. I mean, LaVar was pissed because this was not what he was told. And Magic couldn't get done what they thought he could get done and what he said he could do. Then that's what he said. He realized Magic was just the face because he couldn't pull no strings. He didn't have the power. So by the time Magic came out and said, hey, I didn't have the power I thought I had, somebody changed the script on what they wanted to do and which direction they wanted to go towards. And I could have told you who that person was that changed that script. So now LeVar Ball comes after Rob Pelinka and said, Rob, it's dangerous for Rob to be the president slash general manager because he's a former agent, and agent normally owe people favors. They owe people. Once you owe people favors, all of a sudden deals and certain things are being done and it doesn't make sense. And it's like, well, why are you doing that? Oh, he owes so and so a favor. So now he's saying you ain't doing what's best for the Lakers. You just making sure you tally up all your favors. Then it goes even deeper. Oh yeah, the rabbit hole keeps going. It don't just stop. You know, LeVar Ball. The rabbit hole don't just stop. Did you think that was gonna be the end of it? Oh no. LeVar said, you know what? I'm giving the Lakers the first right of refusal. They could still get this done. But things have changed up there because somebody didn't approve of Lonzo being on the team in the first place. And that person let it be known of saying, why didn't we get Jason Tatum? All these guys were available and we took Lonzo Ball. That makes no sense to me. Not to say Lonzo can't be great. I just like, you just don't get this many opportunities to be at the, if you're the Lakers, you don't get this many opportunities to have this high of pick in this class of draft with this much talent that comes around once every like 10 years. So when you're in a position to do that, you don't waste a draft pick on somebody that's going to take a lot of work and a lot of years to develop. And that's how Kobe saw Lonzo Ball. This person is a lot of work as opposed to Jason Tatum, who you could have and would have turned your franchise around almost immediately. So he didn't want Lonzo Ball there. And when Kobe made that be known, he didn't really want Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball was basically can be moved. And according to Kobe, that's why he was going to be in New Orleans for Anthony Davis. First thing smoking. Because I knew Kobe didn't want him. Didn't want no Lonzo Ball. Because that would make no sense. Yeah, LaVar wants them all to go to Phoenix. Phoenix is one of the worst teams in the league, he said. If they went to Phoenix and we got all three of my boys there and they got them all on the floor playing with Booker, oh man, this thing, man, that'd be like run and gun. Okay, all three of your boys starting. Your other son like to shoot, Melo. Jello out there, right? What about the other players that's already on the team? you gonna tell Ariza he gotta sit down? See, people always forget there's one basketball. You could put 5 of the best shooters in the world on one team. Don't mean they gonna win. Why? Because there's one ball, one team, one unit. And if everybody don't know they role, they can't lose. Don't forget the dream team got their butts whooped by the college team. Bobby Hurley, Chris Webber, and all these guys, they beat the first dream team with Michael Jordan and everybody else on the team. Now they came back the second game and crushed them. Clyde, Drexler, all of them in their prime. And they got beat. And how did they get beat? What's up, Jesse Taylor? I hope y'all been donating to the page. I'm finna go check it out too. And hit up the Streamlab and see if y'all been donating to the page. Okay, I see Isaac up there. Isaac donated today. Isaac Romero, thank you for your donation to the Streamlab. Well, you got to look at the scenarios. The scenarios were never always in unison. There was always a problem. There was always some type of stigma that was going on that was affecting everything else, like a plague, like an annoying virus. So yeah, everybody was a bit upset. But if you're LeVar Ball, you're looking at a situation where your big baller brand consists on your boys being in the NBA, not just overseas. You see, as great as LeVar is at running his mouth, he's only effective if his boys are playing in the NBA. That little summer league thing he do, it don't really pay off anything. So if you're looking at his boys need to be playing. Because if his boys is not playing, they're not making any money. If you got the Cash App, you could donate to the Cash App, dude. That's real simple. My Cash App name is Carcino. It's very simple. It is very simple to find me on the Cash App. I put this on because this is like my sports hoodie. Like if it's cool out, I'll just put the sports hoodie on. Plus, it's me and Jay Prince on there. Boom. Sino and Jay Prince. You can buy these hoodies too if you want. They all in the link below. That's all. It's got Carcino for life on the back. The Casino for Life hoodie. Oh yes, it's so true. It's very true. Well, LeVar Ball has definitely set the bar high. Oh, you don't? I don't want Jay Prince calling me. Yeah, heard you selling a hoodie, and they got my picture on. I'll be like, all proceeds go immediately to Mr. Mr. Prince. Yeah. So LeVar was on there. He had to tell Shannon Sharp when they was talking about, hey, that's a family member. He ain't family. He ain't a ball. He ain't got nothing to worry about. You making money, you good. This don't hurt you. Losing $1.5 million do hurt you when you ain't got no guaranteed money coming in. See, Lonzo signed like a 5-year or 4-year deal. So he's locked in. They could easily move him for that money. And he will be moved. All that buddying up with LeBron, LeBron taking him under his wing. LeBron tried to ship his butt out of there. he knew he don't need Lonzo Ball. And don't forget to hit the like button, you guys who just showed up, so they know you're not a bot. Right. So if you Lonzo Ball and you got LeVar over here sitting in that chair telling you how you should feel, that's when Shannon lost his mind. How you gonna tell him how he should feel, LeVar? Oh, I trained my boy. Yeah, you trained them to just basically not be men. You train them to go to their daddy whenever things get hot. No, because when Ruiz signed the fight, Anthony Joshua, you're signing on the 2 fights. You negotiated the first and second fight. That's why he didn't fight Dylan White. Dylan White, they agreed on the first fight. It was the rematch they had a problem with. Dylan White's like, look, I'm not going to take the same amount of money. If I beat you and I'm the champion, I'm not going to take the low end of the money again. We're going to have to renegotiate. This number got to get fixed. Dylan White thought, like, look, you taking that money and I'm taking this amount. Now, AJ, like, look, I ain't crazy, which is true. Just because you beat the champion don't mean you automatically get the most money when it comes to the rematch. Anybody could somebody beat Mike Tyson don't mean you got the draw power of Mike Tyson. He's still Mike Tyson, with or without the belt. You get more money, but you're not going to get, all that other stuff. So that's why Dylan White pulled out of the fight. And that's how they got Big Baby Miller to step in. Big Baby Miller said, I'll take the fight. And he knocked out a deal where if he won, Anthony Joshua was more about negotiating the second fight than he was about the first fight. He's already counting, like, if I lose, this is what I need to be worried about. If you win, that whole negotiation for the second fight don't even matter because it ain't going to happen. So that's how it happened. No, Lavar told them basically about Rob Pelinka. He's a guy that old people favors. And when you're a guy that old people favors, these are the type of things that transpire with that. They knew right away. He said, the only thing I'll be shocked about is my wife leaving me. I'm not shocked what happened with Magic. Because, like he said, Magic was just there. And he was like, I didn't take no stock in it because what Magic said didn't matter. He had no value of his word because he couldn't do anything because he didn't have the permission. He had to get permission from Jenny to do everything. So that means you ain't really the president. You ain't really running nothing. Talking about some get players that work well with Lonzo, like his brother. His brother know him. That's gonna make Lonzo better. I don't want a player on my team that need another player to make him better. That means he ain't gonna be better. If you need somebody else, if Steph Curry can only play if Klay Thompson is out there, he gotta have Klay. Klay knows him. I can't depend on that because he ain't gonna be there every game. What happens if somebody get hurt and he gonna miss some games? Well, we gotta lose because he can't play. I know what he's trying to do. What he's trying to do is spin the Lakers on and like they stupid. The organization is just that dumb to go and pick up his two boys. I mean, I know what you do. You gotta get your hustle on to get them in the league. LaMelo shouldn't have that problem. Jello would. Jello would have that. Jello just had surgery on his ankle. He's slow. Defensively, he's not that great. He's a little weak, and he seems a bit lazy. Now, his shot isn't that where they would want it to be. That could be worked upon, but still, he's not. It's athletes in college coming out way better than him. Way better. There's guys overseas that play way better than him. Now, when Luca was over there and they played against Luca's them team, Luca Doncic them, Luca Doncic them team was killing them. They got some dudes over there in Lithia, whatever they from, that's way better than Melo. They weren't like the best players in the European League. When they was over there, it wasn't like they went over there and dominated the European League. LaMelo could play, but he's too small now. He's growing now. He's got to get into his NBA body. But he's somebody that likes to score and shoot 30, 40 times a game. How is that going to help somebody? He's not an accurate shooter. He's somebody that could score. He's a scorer. So What's up, Leroy McConnell? He hit up the Cash App. You guys can't hit the Cash App up or the Streamlab. The over under for the Ball brothers playing one NBA game together. Oh, it's a strong possibility. What the NBA has shown you now that they're all about cross promotion synergy. They cross branding with everything. Look at Drake. Drake now is more publicized than when his album Scorpion was out. Drake is written about on Sports Nation. He's on all the sport networks now. In the whole NBA Finals, Andre Iguodala, who hit a game-winning shot, had not gotten more press than Drake. Drake having a conversation in the hallway with Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson was more talked about than Andre Iguodala hitting the three-point shot to win the game in the NBA Finals in Game 2 to seal the game. Those are the facts. This is what you're part of now. The sports media covered that more than Andre Iguodala hitting the shot. They had more longer discussions and debates about that moment with Drake and KD in the hallway with Klay. And that's the most publicity Klay Thompson has had in sports in a long time. Gifts went both ways in that game. You know, a lot of fouls Kawhi got away with. He shouldn't have got. A lot of things that Toronto did, they just blew the game, being stupid. Golden State only scored like 3 points in 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. They went like 5 minutes without scoring. 5 NBA minutes without scoring a single point until that three was hit by 80. What was Toronto doing during that whole time for 5 minutes? They were missing, taking some of the dumbest three-point shots in the history of the game when all they needed to do was get a couple of baskets at the rim. That's called inexperience, not knowing how to win the game down in the clutch, and the panic sets in. That's what happens if you got, let's say you get all of this talent on one team and you stockpile the team, right? And this team is set to go, right? Let's say you got like an all-star team. You got Steph Curry, you got Kevin Durant, you got LeBron on the team, you got Kawhi Leonard, you got Anthony Davis as your center. Y'all should dominate, right? There is no way you should lose a game. But if a game is close and you're down two, who's shooting the ball? Game is close. You don't have a set play on who's getting what shot. Everybody's going to feel they're the man. So rather than try to get a great shot, they're going to use their individual talent to try to score because that's what they normally do. LeBron will probably pass it to one of them, but it'll be less assists going on in that situation. Everybody who touched that ball feel like I should take the last shot. And when you don't have a plan for that, you fall apart. That's how the Boston Celtics was able to win the championship because they knew in the last seconds of a game, if the game is close, we're going to go to Ray. Ray Allen shoots that ball. And all our ego goes to the side. We already have it planned that we trust Ray in that situation to shoot. If it's that tight and we don't have anything or we're not cooking or Ray gets that shot, we're looking to give it to Ray. You see, that's the difference. Houston suffers from this problem. If CP3 stays in Houston, it would be because of CP3 cussing him out like he did. If you saw my video, it explained exactly what happened when all that stuff hit the press. CP3 called and cussed Daryl Morey out. He called Adam Silver. He's the president of basketball operations. The man has a big multi-million-dollar property in Woodlands, and over in Woodlands, Texas. He ain't going nowhere. And if he goes somewhere, believe me, it'd be hell to pay. You don't just trade him off. He gonna make hell wherever he goes, and it's not gonna be nice. So you might as well think of another way and think of another option. So they're gonna back their way out of it and try to find a way to keep him. They'll fire the coach. They're gonna move. What's his name for sure? The center Capella's gone. They're gonna move that contract quick. Something's got to happen. You cannot bring that same team back. But see, that's the problem there. Assists in situations where they need a basket. James Harden scored unassisted on probably like all of his shots in the fourth quarter. That's no ball movement. That's him going one-on-one, pull it up and shoot. That's not going to win you a championship. That'll win you a couple of games, heroics, but when it's time, when the rubber meets the road, as we've seen for 4 straight years, James Harden gets tired and he can't convert. Golden State knows how to play them. They're better conditioned than James Harden. Because while Steph Curry's at home with his family, James Harden's out at the nightclub stealing somebody's damn girl. James Harden, after the end of the games, he'll go to the weight rooms and do everything, but on the weekends, on his days off, he's on his days off. He out there getting crunk. He's out there drinking. He's out there doing the things he shouldn't be doing. Well, a lot of women are going to say LeVar Ball is sexist because of what he said about Jenny Buss. We don't know if Drake's going to show up in Golden State. Has there been a lot of dead air on this video? I don't think so. There hasn't been a lot of dead air on here, so you must have just got here, JoJo. That's right, Carcino MZ. Down, 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 down. No, this Warrior team is not better than Jordan's championship team. Neither one of them. You don't understand. These teams can't play in the 90s. They can't. You're allowed to be way more physical in the 90s. You can't get away with all this stuff. The lanes are clogged with people. You ain't going to be just able to come down the lane. There's forwards down there that'll put you on your back, and then you got to get up and walk it off. It's a whole different ball game. It ain't none of these little stoppages of play because, oh, he bumped into me. My eye hurt. I dropped the contact lens. They'll make you eat that contact lens in the night. Certain players could play in that era. Like Draymond would have to work on a post game but he'll be able to play in that era. Steph Curry had to come off the bench. It'd be very difficult for him. He would have to be shooting those long threes because he ain't getting in the hole. He ain't getting in the hole. Dennis Rodman, LeBron James. LeBron James would get shut down every time playing Dennis Rodman. Shut down. He would score maybe 16 points in a game against Dennis Rodman. He will shut LeBron James. LeBron might have single digits playing against Dennis Rodman. It's not even comparable. That's a joke. I wouldn't want to play in today's era either because this does not favor your game. Carmelo would have played, but he'd been very ineffective. They'd have shut him down. You think Melo would have got off on Michael Cage? Absolutely not. He'd have had to hit that outside jumper. Michael Cage would have put him on his back. The push off, all that stuff there, that's gone. You push off, then offensive foul. So you really had to know how to play the game. You had to have a move. You had to have some type of possession, some skill set to get you to a level. Nobody was really patting you on the back and pushing you. You had to be able to play. Well, GP can't lock him down, and now in the '90s he would have been able to lock him down, but in this rule set, the glove would have been fouled out in the second quarter. And he'd been like, "What? You called a foul on me? He just shoved me in the chest like this and drew by me. What in the hell? Y'all let that go?" The '90s, '80s, those were the times when it was at its highest. And in the 2000s, it was just gone. Kobe was the last of those were the last of the dying breeds. The Kobe Bryants, those type of players, they gone now out the league. The Steven Jacksons, they getting all those guys out. Oh, they thought Lavar was being real sexist today because of what he was saying about Jenny Buss and all this stuff. Yeah, it was
like Luke Walton a lot off the court. Yes. And I think that's where you're going with this. Well, when she first brought me in, it was like, oh, this is my God, you brought him in.
He was like a son.
I'm taking over the Lakers, pushing my brothers to the side. He's in here with me. So you feel you owe him something because he's coming in with you as you becoming the boss.
And I got to give you credit for this one.
So, big brawler bang. Dude won't.
Playing for the next 50.
Just gonna say this because I don't like him. I'm not gonna say I don't like him personally. I don't like the way he's coaching. I don't like that, but as far as seeing him on the street or something like that, he's a great guy. When he first came to the league, I was like, oh, I like Luke because he's young. This is what I was thinking. He don't have an old school mind where some guys are set in their ways where
Yeah, he didn't like the way he coached. But he wanted the team to be about Lonzo. Then they was playing Lonzo limited minutes because they knew the boy is fragile. See, Lavar ain't talking about how fragile his boy is. Lonzo Ball has missed about 50-some games in 2 seasons. That's almost a whole season worth of basketball in 2 years. He's shooting under 50% or about 50% from the free throw line. As a starting point guard, who would want that? These are the type of questions LeVar Ball need to be asked.
On the fact that Lonzo got to get healthy. He get healthy, and then him and LeBron got the same type of game. So that's why they were the first ones that have a triple double in a long time. On the fact they know each other's game.
LeBron James and Lonzo Ball are the same skill set. Now, I don't like LeBron. I don't like LeBron James because of all the BS that's around him. And plus, his game is not where everybody's saying it is. And it's never been. Now, I'm going to sit here and tell you the truth. LeBron James is better than Lonzo Ball. They do not possess the same skill. They are not the same player. Okay, LeBron James is a much better passer than Lonzo Ball. He's a much better rebounder than Lonzo Ball. He's a much better offensive scorer than Lonzo Ball. And he was that when he came in the league. He was a better free throw shooter than LeVar Ball. No, sorry. How much credit, though, do you give the Los Angeles Lakers if Lonzo Ball, and it's like Lonzo was playing great. He was facilitating. It's very easy to get a triple-double in this league. There's very few contested rebounds anymore. Unless you're dealing like in the playoffs. But in the regular season, most people are shooting threes from way out. So to get a rebound now is probably like you and 2 other teammates of yours under the rim. We've seen Trey, he got triple doubles this year. We've seen Steph Curry get triple doubles. We've seen all of these guys get triple doubles. Like there's nothing now. Russell Westbrook has averaged it for 3 seasons. So how great is the triple double now? That means LeBron James should have been doing this. Why LeBron ain't doing it? He should be doing it at will. Yep, I feel that too. Don't forget, click that link in the description box and donate to the Stream Lab. I'll shout you out, no doubt. Let me read what Isaac said. He said, thanks for all the great content. Always enjoy your take on all subjects. Make my workday go by faster. God bless. Isaac Romero. No problem, Isaac. I see you. Sean, we will talk about that Henry Cavell situation. There's a reason why I'm waiting on that, Sean. I have not forgotten, Sean Green. There's a reason why I'm waiting. He's like, I'm the only one that probably still cares about Superman these days. But Sean, that might be on Screen Fiend. As a matter of fact, that will be on Screen Fiend. It's not going to be on this page. Well, Lavar giving him credit. Giving him credit for what? For being a spin doctor? I mean, only thing I give him credit for is he was telling the truth about Magic, but I told you Magic was the face. Nobody said nothing when I said it. I'm like, Magic was brought there to be the face. They're doing the running. Kobe was running the team. I was the one that told you that. Not LeVar Ball. He said it on national TV. I told you without being on national TV. You want to know? Go back and watch the videos. Matter of fact, check the chat room. They'll tell you. I've been told you who was running the Lakers. Now, LeVar threw him under the bus.
The reason he took it, this dude a favorite from back in the day.
See? He said Rob Pelinka, old favors.
That's Rob Pelinka in the NBA.
Rob Pelinka, old favors.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. If you was an agent, you owe some people some favors. Mm. And that's why you get some of these other picks that you like, why didn't he take that guy? Mm. The reason he took it, this dude a favor from back in the day. I don't know too many people who can run something like that if you were an agent. Because there's too many flaws.
Do you have a specific pick? Mo Wagner, maybe? Michigan?
So, now he's right about that. Favors. Too many favors. When you're agents, see, LeVar knows because agents wanted to represent LeVar Ball. He knows how that business runs. When you have people come and represent you and how agents work. Agents normally work on a favor basis. He got certain relationships with, let's say, Nike. This agent really works well with Nike. He's cool with their rep. He's hooked up. So if they're like, look, you bring us some clients, we'll hook you up and you owe this person here. That's how agents get connections. They're mostly weasels. And those weasels go out and they got connections here and they plug in there and they doing a small favor for this guy here because they want to represent some people at this school. And he's like, look, I got a good kid. Look out for him. Hey, I took care of you. It's a favor business. It's like politics. No different from a politician in office. Somebody helped put him there. He gonna need some favors here, favors there. That's how this business works. That's how the world works. Everything works that way. Yeah, they calling him a sexist now because he's like, well, Jenny, she's a woman. So, times she's gonna be too emotional. So women can't run the office because they too emotional. That's how he put it. Like men can't be emotional. That's how he put it. So LeVar's old school, but that statement comes off very sexist. Don't forget, support the page. Click the link in the description box. Well, it all depends, sir. You got to ask yourself, you got to say, man, you know, I've done a lot here, but I've never really seen it pay off. What can I do to get this thing to pay off? Well, that's the thing. When you start talking about things on a sports show when you're just a parent, okay? LeVar Ball, all he is in this whole situation, there's no difference from LeVar Ball and Kevin Durant's mama, then Draymond Green's mama, then Aisha Curry, okay? He is a parent. He's just made himself a personality. He owns Big Baller Brand, but that doesn't, he's not even representing Lonzo no more. Lonzo's not a part of Big Baller Brand. He's doing his own thing. So he's not, the only thing is he's the father of Lonzo Ball. So that means you can go grab Kevin Wanda and put her on the show. She was on First Take. Go grab Kevin Durant mama and put her on the show. Huh? Go grab Draymond Green mama and put her on the show. You know? Because that's all he is in this situation. He's making it like he's really bigger than what he really is in the situation. He's just a parent to a kid who's playing in the NBA. And he's just making a big marketing push behind it like he's the generator. He did nothing different than any other parent that has a kid that's in the NBA. So that bothers me sometimes when I hear that. Sonya Curry is Vanessa Williams fine. Hey, do what makes you happy, bruh. That's all I say. Do what makes you happy. If you feel that that's your woman and she makes you to feel the greatest in the world, then by all means, do what makes you happy. I mean, no, they got two head coaches and a babysitter. Lionel Hollins and Jason Kidd are the coaches. Frank Vogel is the babysitter. Now, the question I got for y'all in this chat right now, who should be the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers? Y'all the fans. Y'all tell me who should be the head coach right now of the Los Angeles Lakers. You could be anybody, whether they're on the team or not. Pick who should be the head coach. Like that one. Mm, it's a shock. It is a shock. Somebody took down their message. Somebody like, I'm retracting mine. Can't believe Kobe name is even being mentioned that high. That's crazy. But the number one name I've seen so far is there's a tie. Well, slightly from Mark Jackson. And second is Jason Kidd next to Kobe Bryant. Then Ty Lue follows that. Yeah, you only get one vote. So, and thank you to the guy who voted that I should be the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. To set this whole thing off, he opened up and said I should be head coach. And let me just answer that right now. I should not be the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. I would last one practice, and that would be it. Because I'd have been at fault some of the players in practice, and that would be it. Whole training thing, coaching thing. They'd be like, we made a mistake. Coach Davis couldn't help it. You cannot touch the players like that. That's a lawsuit. You made us. You punched him right away when he ran the thing the wrong way. I'd be like, I threw the ball at his head first. If the ball would have hit him, he moved. So I had to hit him with something. So the next was my fist. But hey, he ran the play right after that, didn't he? He ran the play right after that. I bet you he'll never mess that up again. Oh, y'all want to hear LeVar Ball story that y'all don't know? Since we talking about LeVar? Oh, here we go. LeVar Ball, right? Last year, early in the season, was Lonzo Ball was up there. I believe he was rehabbing with the Los Angeles Lakers. He was in town. He was in Lithuania. I mean, he had came back from Lithuania and thought he could just waltz up there to the Los Angeles Lakers facility. So he went up to the facility, talked to Lonzo, and Lonzo thought, yeah, he can get in. They wouldn't let LeVar Ball in. He had no access to walk in. He was like, my son's in there. Oh, you go. Oh, man. Who are you? Who are you? you gonna be fired. You gonna tell me I can't get in here? Well, okay, make me a couple calls right now. Next thing you know, phone ring. It's Magic Johnson. Lavar, Lonzo will meet you at the restaurant over there at the, or you can wait for him in the parking lot. We not letting nobody in right now in the Lakers facility. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Just right now, nobody can get into the facility right now. Just authorized personnel right now in here. He's like, we have our reasons, can't let you know, but you're not getting in here. So Magic let LeVar Ball know. After this was done, Magic and Rob Pelinka met with LeVar Ball, and they said, LeVar, you cannot talk about the Los Angeles Lakers this season. We don't want to see you doing any interviews mentioning the Lakers. LeBron James is here now. This is why we couldn't let you in. LeBron is here now. That's why we didn't let you in. LeBron and his team and them, they were in here. You couldn't be in the building. See, this is something you guys don't even know. He couldn't even be in the building. And now, once that went down and they told him, you can't even be in the building, and he means it. He's still pissed off about what you did and mentioned his son, and you didn't apologize for the things you said about Bronny. He was real upset about that. And he said, I don't want that guy in the building while I'm in here. And he told Lonzo the same thing. Like, look, your dad's crazy. I understand he loves you and everything, but I don't want to be around him. And that's the same thing he told Magic. Keep him away from me. I don't want him mentioning me on a television show during this season at all. I don't want to see it. He gonna be silenced. He don't need to be on no platform mentioning me. And what did LeVar Ball do? He disappeared. And he didn't do any interviews talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. And he damn sure didn't mention LeBron James. So if you don't know that, that happened. And that was factual. And they told him, if you mention LeBron James, everything's over. Lonzo will be moved, everything. And then we're divorcing ourselves from the situation. Do not talk about anything Lakers. Go and do your thing. He was gone. LeVar Ball was gone. From that point, he went back to Lithuania. They tried to interview him at ESPN. He said no. Unless you want to talk about LaMelo and him, I'm not even talking about Lonzo. I mean, we're not talking about that. We only going to talk about LaMelo and Jello or Big Baller Brand. That's it. He had nothing to say. TMZ contacted him, nothing to say. And this is a guy who talks all the time. Y'all didn't know that took place. So that's why I had to tell y'all right now to your face. So you guys would all, I told that story already. I don't doubt I did. But anyway, that's what happened to him. I probably did. Who knows? So there you have it. Lonzo told his father again, they very serious about you not being at the facility. And guess what happened? Yeah, they were just going to get rid of him. If he'd have talked about LeBron James in any type of way, oh, LeBron is doing this and that wrong, and he need to get a ball up. No, they were gone. Lonzo was gone. It was zero toleration for LeVar Ball to say anything negative about LeBron James during that season. Now, once LeBron wasn't playing, LeBron was hurt, and all of this stuff was they was trying to trade Lonzo anyway. Now he started talking. Okay, y'all trying to trade Lonzo now. So okay, all bets off. He started talking. That's the only time you see LeVar Ball talk is when they tried to trade him for Anthony Davis. And he was going to New Orleans. He blew up. He was F that. Y'all gonna try to silence me and try to move my boy anyway? All right. Now I'm gonna talk. My brown tooth. Old brown tooth finna talk. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good old brown tooth. Talk to me, brown tooth. I'm gonna build my own team. Who said there can't be another team in California? Chino Hills. Ball family. Big baller brand team. We're coming to NBA. We're winning the NBA championship. Ain't gonna take us no long. Ain't gonna take us no 10 years. We'll probably win in our second year. We'll be in the finals. With me training and coaching. What can't we do? Didn't I predict all this? Big baller brand. Do what you want to do. The guy is just selling himself over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's all he continues to do. And he seems to sucker everybody in on it. Don't forget to hit the like button, people, for those who just showed up, so they can know you're not a bot. I appreciate it. I see some of you have. And if you like everything you're hearing, you can definitely hit me up if you got the Cash App. My name is Carcino on the Cash App, of course. Blaze One Sports. Lavar is old news. No, he's new news. He's new. Why? Because he says a whole bunch of stuff and everybody listens. He talks about absolutely nothing, but he makes it sound like something. And when you do that, you have a selling quality, a marketing quality. It's a BS quality, but to the general public, it's entertaining. He can talk to you about absolutely nothing, but you'll be entertained. Now, you mean to tell me them boys down at Apple that they knew that stock was going to hit the S&P and go up another 2 or 3%? They had LeVar Ball, it went up 17%. That's how good I am. Because what I could do, it ain't never been done. It ain't never been done before. They ain't never seen nobody like me. You put somebody like me at Apple, it'll be a bigger bite in that apple on that logo. With my brown tooth, I could turn things around over there. You don't need no Steve Jobs. What you need, Steve Jobs? We all bosses. We ain't got no jobs. Now, when you talk about the S&P, all you got to do is get them on the basketball court. Say, look, let's play a game of 5-on-5. And let's see about them S&P numbers and see how they go up. I bet you ain't gonna want to play no ball then. People would be like, what the hell is he talking about? But I'm entertained. I don't sound like Bernie Mac. That's not how Bernie Mac sounds. Bernie Mac sound like this. Now look at here. I'm gonna tell you. Look, you start talking about them goddamn kids. Look at that. You know you're black, man, when you can put fingerprints on charcoal. Now you know you're a black mother if you can do that. Thanks for the super chat donation. Man, you click the link in the description box. Isaac, you the only one that really listened. I was like, man, finally somebody new showed up and started donating to the page. Isaac said, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and hit the Streamlab up. And I'll tell you, it's real easy to do. You can leave a whole full message. You ain't got to worry about nothing. It goes straight through. Works a lot better than super chat. Man, you know what I'm talking about, right? I started to put on some blue contact glasses and put on some blue contact lenses and come out here and I miss all of you. Who you with? See, I don't play with nobody, kid. Why? Because you got some badass kids around here. Because I mean, the little bastard, little dirty bastard. I said, hey, little kid, how you doing, little kid? He gonna come up to me. He holding a sucker in his hand. He got the syrup and it's dripping down his hand. Then he gonna kick me in my damn leg. I look around and see the parents are looking. Man, I boot that damn kid over the counter. Little fucker. I don't play with nobody goddamn kid. 50 Cent don't sound like that at all. That don't sound nothing like 50. 50 talk in a whole different language. I start doing more voices once you guys start donating more to the page. Because in reality, that's exactly how the situation is. If you analyze it and you really see it, most of these rappers are really stupid, man. I tell people, man, you need to go to the Cash App. You know, most of these people that's in the chat room right now, they have a Cash App. You can put $1, you can put $2. You ain't got to put all your money in there. I ain't asking you to empty your bank account. I'm just saying donate to the page, man. I mean, I'm donating my time and everything. You would think that this is be something that they want to do. You know what? I think people are just really stupid. Oh, y'all should wait till y'all hear the next video. Oh, it's the T.I. Tiny show all over again. Y'all gonna love that video. I just hope they send y'all the notification. If not, check the timelines because that's gonna be massive when you hear that video. I guarantee it. Because it's back on.